you and folks sat on their hands during that time period. There's a lot of people who took 2020 who lost. A lot of people just kind of took advantage of these loans they got. A lot of people just took the unemployment money. Again, pandemic or not, if this didn't, you got COVID. So I commend you, brother.
I had it.
You had it. You know what I'm saying? There's people talking about, well, I got a family member who died. I got this person I lost a job. Man, you got a family. You got COVID.
And I haven't even, I haven't even told that story. But that was like one of the most.
I apologize if I brought
that up.
I don't know.
No, you good. I'm glad you brought it up because it is something that I need to talk about. But even my experience with that, man, that was like the first week was like death. You know what I'm saying?
That should have gave you a point though.
Yeah.
It was like, hey man, I got some more things I need to do.
And it did. And my wife even said like, I used to be kind of like angry, like moody and all that shit. Like COVID, man, really kind of. And I think it was, you know what I'm saying? I had dealt with COVID for God just dealing with me with some things with me as a person. Like I dealt with, you know what I'm saying? Had that for like 35 days. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? I tested positive for like 35 days, and it was like.
And my wife days straight.
Yeah,
he had COVID, and on the backside of this, he created his podcast, his blog, and people get mad when they hear you say, "Well, what were you doing during the pandemic?" There's somebody who beat the worst of the worst situation and created a full platform from nothing, basically.
And I remember I had it the first week, man. If people don't understand, like it felt like death. I never felt like that weak or tired ever in my life, Like I don't even know like what it is. I don't even know how to explain. Like I got to the point where I was like, man, about to write a will. My wife was out of town one night. I was about to write a will one night because I was scared to go to sleep.
It's real.
Yeah. So that was, it was a experience, but I do thank God for just helping me overcome it. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a whole new outlook on life.
I'll be honest, man. I hope it woke everybody up.
Yeah.
I hope because like I said, you saw. It's so funny because you see people right now talk about wealth Twitter or whatever like that, and I'm not one to like take $5 to do this with it. But I BML. We blow money fast. You know type of I blow on it just on myself, and that none of that can even be seen. I blow some money weekly. I blow money on nothing.
Yeah.
And so I'm not here to be like, hey man, don't go to Starbucks and go get your LLC. But at the same time, you know. $5 here, $10 there. That shit add up.
It add up.
That shit add up.
There's people drink that every day.
There's people who drink that every day.
$35 a week.
I said, it's sad because it's the lack of accountability on us as a people. Now, as we always say, everybody's not an LLC person. Not everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur or like that. But some people can be saving money. Some people can be putting aside for stocks. Some people can be putting aside for investment. But nobody wants to be held accountable. I'm going to do my own thing. It's like, it's not about that. It's, as a people, I don't think all of us understand or care. Motherfuckers don't care. Saying 2030, from either 2030 or 2040, we're going to be, as black people, as black Americans, we're supposed to have $0. As a people, as black Americans, we supposed to, the value of us is supposed to be $0 by 2030, 2040, or some crazy time like that. So it's just like, I feel like, and I hope, and I'm behind the 8 ball on it right now. I'm taking the stock course and all that stuff. Shout out to Chris Johnson and his team.
Shout out him.
You know, I'm trying to learn the stock stuff because I invest. I do the housing, so I don't tell you, I'm the same way how you saying. Yeah. You feel like you want to get stuff right. I don't really talk much with people about real estate because I want to make sure I have everything in mind so I can be the real expert and not. Hey, y'all go do this. Then 6 months from now, they mess some money up. I'll never be that guy.
And that too, you know what I'm saying? You inspire me even getting into that field. And I haven't even flipped my one house yet. But if I have a conversation with you about real estate, you'll think that I probably flipped like 20. But that comes from, you know, sharing information. Also, I have a mentor, and my wife was an interior designer on a few of his properties. You know what I'm saying? We followed him for 3 years. Mm-hmm. So he even now like, okay, it's time.
We've been talking about a decade now.
Yeah, for real. It's like, but the main thing he taught me was you got to know your numbers. You can't just go get into a property because if your first property flop, then it's kind of hard, you know, to recover from that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I've been working at it for 5 years. Yeah. And people, like, people hit me. People hit me all the time. Like,
yeah,
I hadn't lost no money in real estate, but I'm not what I would consider a success.
yeah,
Now, when it hit for me, it's gonna be Barry Bonds when it finally like everything just started line up because I've been at it and I stuck with it, and there's so many people, and I talk about it in my story. So many people get in and get out, and so many people watch HDTV or HG, whatever it is, and they think it's pretty. They think
it's not. It's way more.
It's way more than what you see.
It's
way more than what you see on TV, and it's not as sexy as it look. But you got people like myself who going through it, and I'm gonna help. I'm gonna be here to help out other people, and I'm gonna be here to set up investments for us as a people. But when it come around to it, you know what I'm saying? Our circles won't be like, man, we ain't got it. We missed out on the tour. Like, nah, let me take these L's early on. Let me learn what I need to learn now. So
I definitely say learn it. You know what I'm saying? If you got the money, invest. And if you got somebody you trust, they're like, hey, they may not have the fund. You can partner with somebody. You may not have they may not have the credit, but you can have the funding. You can be that person funding. Y'all can partner on the deal, and he doing the work. He may be good, but you just got to make sure you partner with the right people.
That's what our conversations look like.
Yeah, it's different situations.
I got credit. He got funding. We got this. He got that. Bippity boppity boom. We putting it together. Let's go
and run it. And we so far behind. You know, I was having this conversation with somebody else, like you were saying about stocks and all that. Like we so far behind. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even hit the tip yet. You know what I'm saying? Of the knowledge that we should be obtaining.
Bro, we ain't hit the tip of nothing. Yeah. we don't structure our day. You know what I'm saying? We just get up and willy-nilly throughout the day as people. Like, we got a lot of growing as a people to do.
Or you become routine. Your life is a routine.
Yeah, but we're in the information age, and I think people are waking up.
Yeah.
I think conversations start to be had, but I wonder this. You know, I'm deeper thinking on things. Is it always like this for a generation, or is this cyclical? Where we're on that 30s mark, so we starting to have these real conversations. We've been having them, but was our uncles and our dads and the people before us having? We don't know that though. Mm-hmm. Or were they? You know what I'm saying? It's like because these woke movements, some of these movements were around.
And I was having this conversation with one of our other partners who have an episode coming up soon. You know, we was talking about like the crab and the bear mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about that, when I say like, and going back to everybody's not an entrepreneur, because you gotta make a way for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like us, we millennials, so we gonna make a way. You know what I'm saying? But like our parents and stuff, they didn't know nothing about businesses and all of that, and they was always the.
I'm gonna say this,
get your 8 to 5.
A lot of folks, and I'm appreciative from being with my grandmother. Even with my situation, not having the typical situation going on with parents or whatever.
Yeah,
I can say this, and it hits a little different for folks, but some of y'all need to stop listening to your mom and dad. Right? Your mom ain't had none, your dad ain't had none. You look back a generation, your grandmama ain't had. You look back a generation, the great grandmama, nobody had none. So you listen to them about, and it happened to me. Yeah. My grandma told me hey, don't get no credit card. So I don't got no credit card for real in college. I'm 21 years old. I started a salary job when I'm 20. 22 years old. Yeah. This is pre-gentrification, so this is back in 2012. I'm getting ready to get a triplex 2 blocks from UAB, University of Alabama at Birmingham, before gentrification really picks up, before Birmingham is becoming a place that we know it in the city scene and what it's supposed to be. I found a triplex, and people don't know what a triplex is. That's a three-unit apartment complex, and it was stacked. So it was 3 different levels, and each level had 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, brand new roof on the spot, had new appliances in the spot, $158,000. I went to go get the loan. He said, you qualify for the loan. No, not you qualify. Financially, you qualify. You don't have any bad credit, Mr. Sims, but the unfortunate thing is that you don't have any established credit. And so that once they hit me, I call home and act a fool. You know, it's like, y'all telling me no this here. But you look back at it, it's like, they don't know. They ignorant.
They don't. And one thing I can say, my mom, when I got to college, she put that importance in me. She made sure I had great credit. That's one thing I give my credit is where it is because of my mother. You know what I'm saying? The things she taught me.
It's not just with credit though.
Yeah.
You think about people health.
Yeah.
You eat like your grandmama, your mama now? All of them are overweight. All of them got high blood pressure. All of them got diabetes.
Yeah.
And we got the nerve to say, we running the family. No. How you eat running the family?
That's real.
You feel me?
That's
Come
real,
home,
bro.
be on all day, but I done work for it. It pisses me off because it's so funny and people like, I ain't trying to be no slave. Or you on broke, you lazy. It's like you're nothing, and that's what it end up coming down to. You're really being nothing for real.
Yeah.
You tell people, say, hey, I work 4 hours a week. I ain't getting off and working out. I work 60 hours on the regular, between 60 and 84 hours a week. I'm gonna go in the gym 4 days, at least 20 minutes.
It is important. It is important.
Why is it important though? Even with how I look, and be like, well, folks are like, you small, it don't matter. One, I don't want to be this small weight wise, so I'm down on myself just as much as a person who might be is obese for real.
Yeah.
I'm on myself just like that because I feel like I'm malnourished at a certain point because I'm not eating and I'm not doing the workouts that I should be doing. So I'm on myself about that. But I was 25 years old. The doctor had to sit me down. Hey, Mr. Sims, you got high blood pressure. 25 years old. This man got, your level's so bad right now. If you were 30 years old, you'd be taking medicine. You got two options. You gonna either regulate this now, or we get you ready to start putting you on a pill. A lot of people don't know that about me. Another thing that happened with me too, a lot of folks don't know. They had a scare where they thought I had diabetes. Same situation. Since you ain't working out, what's going on? I had to switch that. So it ain't about.
It's a scare, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Folks like, it ain't just about me. No, you eating cakes, you eating all these starches, corn, mashed potatoes, French fries. We drink so much liquor and we smoking every day, man. I'm concerned and always scared where we're going to be 30 years from now. How many people is going to be on dialysis? How many people are going to have heart failure? How many folks' lungs are going to be messed up? How many people if you look at our weights right now, how many of us are going to be obese when we get 40 years old?
Yeah.
And another reason I really look at this, because the traveling I do, we don't look like the rest of the world.
I was just about to say that, like, my line was from Europe, so it's different over there. It's like, they don't have the problems we have.
They don't have the problems we have.
Healthcare is free.
They care about their health, though, bro.
They care about it, yeah.
We lazy. Everybody be like, man, you good. Bro, I want to go to the Army. But I be thinking, I'm like, I'm not going to run those 6 miles, 13 miles with nobody. I barely want to run a mile. I barely want to run a mile, bro. It's sheer laziness, but we got to work on that as American people. So shout out to the people who are doing it in the gym, but the folks who taking all these bad habits and these lazy habits that we have for real, man. Stop it. It's detrimental to us and it's detrimental to our entire community.
And it's real, bro. We definitely as people should, be more conscious of our health. A lot of us are not like that. Me too. I need to be more conscious of my health. You know what I'm saying? It's important, and even COVID, just that giving me a scare. Like, man, you better, because a lot of people were dying. You know what I'm saying?
Not even, bro. We at that age though.
Yeah.
There's people who having heart attack. We 30.
At our age.
People who got kidney stones. I got a partner right now who kidneys messed up. I had a partner who got heart trouble. So, like I said, people who look at me and say, "Oh, Justin Sims," it's people who think I'm a vegan right now. Folks think I don't eat meat right now. Wow, this man had a scare. This man just had a high blood pressure scare. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a considerably healthy person.
Yeah.
Not what you think.
Weight wise.
Yeah. Clearly, the insides weren't saying the same. So, but that had to do with stress too. I was dealing with a lot of stress at that time. So, make sure you're not dealing with stress, man, because that stress, once that blood pressure start rising, it fire everything in that body. So, be careful.
Yeah, definitely take care of your body, people. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. You know what I'm saying? It's a way of life. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think I'm having a conversation with my homie. He was telling me the other day what makes him work out. He's like, I used to hate working out, but I looked at it as I had to change my thought process of what makes me work out. He was like, I feel like me working out is like me giving my body back to God, like just in its purest form, because I need to get my body back.
It is, man. So again, most people don't have the perspective I have,
yeah.
and that's why I've taken on this mentoring role, taking on this kind of role. But folks got to realize I'm still human too, though. But my grandmama and granddad was my parents on the second part of my life.
Yeah.
So that everybody dealing with now or will start dealing with, I dealt with it when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I already dealt with it in the early 20s. Damn, grandmama, you don't get up. It's 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna walk around the neighborhood. Yeah. My grandmama skinny for real, but you ain't, you know what I'm saying, to a point. I'm seeing my granddad deteriorate. He ain't fat. He ain't nothing wrong with him. Legs work. Nothing amputated. None of that. Yeah. He'll fall victim. You know what I'm saying? He out of breath walking to the room. Now, ran his heart. Yeah. Ran everything else going on. But I'm always on the head. Hey, man, let's walk. Let's do this. Let's do that. So I'm able to see that, and that's why I'm on myself right now. It's like, it's going to be a day when you can't. If you don't do it now, it's going to be a day when your body be like, no. It's going to be a day when your limbs don't move how they're supposed to move. I remember having surgery one time and not being able to move. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've had surgery on almost every aspect of my body. So I remember not being able to move. So it's like, if you don't move it, you really lose it.
That's real. Hey, said something real right there, bro. But let's get into something else, man. You got some new stuff going on in your life. Let's talk about, you got a book.
Yes, sir.
Young King.
Yeah, man. So, this was like one of my life works, probably one of my first life works for real that I dropped. Young King. Did great. It's been out for almost a year, right at a year now. Yeah. COVID stopped me in my tracks for real as far as me kind of being on my little tour, but if it ever stops, I'm back on road, and we're definitely gonna keep pushing.
So what inspired you to write that book? What was something that just was put into you to make you write that book for Young Kings?
But Reggie had shout out to Reggie, man. He doing his things, the officer of the United States Army. So shout out part of Reggie.
Thank you for your service, bro.
Yes, sir. DMB, salute all day.
Yes.
I talk trash on Facebook. It used to be a lot more candid than I am now. I'm in different lights for real. But I guess I posted something one day that kind of got a few hits, so a lot of people were reacting to. Or I said something. My man's just, I don't know if he texted or called me. It was on Instagram. I had screenshot it at one point. My man's, he said, bro, stop playing and go ahead and write your book. Shit, I was on assignment. Yeah. And living in the middle of nowhere in West Lafayette, Indiana, where Purdue is, man. In the Hicks, in the middle of like nothing but cornfields. I'm working 10-hour days. It's negative degrees. And this is my first time really being away and getting time to kind of rest and be away from the work, as I call it. Not having to play politics and all the bullshit in the city, not dealing with, not dealing with nothing, just really being able to work and think. And I had actually wrote a book for people our age. And a lot of people see, I got 2 books, so Young King, and Young Queen. But a lot of people see it. So little girls, a lot of people see these books and they automatically be like, damn, this is a children's book. Mm-hmm. The gems I got in this book, man, I've had parents calling me crying, not just 1 or 2. You know what I'm talking about? Like on multiple times. These people really calling me crying. I ain't never in my life had nobody tell me nothing like this. I've never seen them like this. Like, even guys, you would think like, damn, probably most people be like, man, he probably talking about women. But I had men sitting like, where did this come from? So, being a mentor and doing that work for so long, everything was repetitive with me, man. I was hearing the same message over and over again, and I ended up starting to give the message over and over again. So it was nothing for me to. The man's wrote me by 2 o'clock, and people, I know a lot of people probably think, like, oh, he bragging, he capping, or whatever. I'll never be that guy. I'll never be that person lie about something small like that. It's shit is silly as hell.
Never cap.
Never that, but legit, I had this book written by 8 p.m. And it was in a raw form. I call it Little Black Boy. Little Black Boy was gonna be the name of it. I sent it to a few of my friends. I'm not the most polished guy, but that's who I'm here for. I'm for the people who not as polished. I'm for the people who came up in the hoods, you know what I'm saying, who want better. So, my polished friends, I sent it to them, asked them, hey, how do y'all feel about this? What do you think? Do I have something? Some people liked it. Most people loved it. So they sent it. A few people sent it back, and we played with it a few times. We end up getting Young King. So process wise, it's like you were talking about earlier. Well, this was back in 2016. I done released this book in 2019. So you're creative. Do what you gotta do and do your work. So I tell you, I don't really talk about it a lot, man. But I sat on this for 3 years because I was looking for the right time. Right time. Like, shit, having 2 books is the right time. Yeah. I was looking for a media moment. In that perfect moment, I'm gonna drop my books, but
there's no perfect moment.
There ain't no perfect moment, man. Even in my head, I created what I thought was the perfect moment when people was watching, and it was great when I dropped them. But COVID hit. I'm sitting on my hands, sitting on my ass, doing shit that I fuss at other people about. Yeah. You know, I'm on folks on your head. Yeah. I'm doing, I do what I be on y'all about. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I sitting on this right time. Sitting, not putting it together. Sitting, somebody ain't do something right. Gotta go get some stuff done, redone again. That take the air out of me a little bit. Something else happened. That take the air out of me a little bit. Bullshit just keep happening. I'm just keep pushing it back. I'll do it next year. And I got people like you. I got people shot him in line, brother Mario. Right? He on it. We ain't gonna drop it. We ain't gonna drop it. And I need that. All of us need it. That's why I do it to so many people. But you know, finally the time opened up to drop, and I dropped, and I hit the ground running. You know what I'm talking about? We doing interviews, getting call outs. I got school systems behind the board. COVID hit. I couldn't foresee that.
And I used to tell people, like, I would tell my wife, you got to have accountability. Because I'd be like, when he called me, his name pop up, I have to remember what we talked about last time to make sure I put, because you're always hard, like, bro, what you're doing. And you need people like that in your life. You know what I'm saying? You can't take offense when one of your friends hold you accountable for things you want to know you're accountable for.
Absolutely. Because it's life or death. People don't realize that accountability is life or death, though. Hey, man, we got some. I might have some drops from this video here.
Woo! Man, like I said, man, we just get it real. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of the people that, like, really I talk to a lot that just really just, like, be hard on me. He'll call me, like, and my wife be like, bro, I'm saying talk to you like that. But I'll be like, I don't take offense to it because I need a friend that's going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's all in love, man.
We all know
like,
stuff,
shit, with me, bro, people be like, you rude or you this or you that. Nah. Motherfucker, you rude for letting me put out a product that ain't right.
Yeah.
You rude for letting me sit on my ass and not do nothing.
Yeah.
You rude for, like I said, when I lost weight, I lost 20 pounds at one point. Ain't nobody, people was saying that, but I wasn't really taking time to do it. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Everybody let you sit on it and just watch. Yeah. Then we get on Instagram and lie to each other, liking everything, or you bad, you this and you that, faking, pumping everything. Yeah. I'm not that guy.
And, you know, most people are like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some friends, like I said, that just
keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real with you, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people want God to open the doors, but they ain't ready to go through it. You know what I'm saying? You got to put your feet down. God going to open the doors, but you got to put your feet down. And you got to be ready to walk through it. You know what I'm saying? The saying is, he going to open the doors, and I had to learn it, too. He going to open the doors. It's no perfect time, but you got to be ready, ready to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm just somebody that's going to try to point them to you. Hey, you got I'm going to see them doors, man. I'm going to point them to you and try to push you to them. You know, everybody don't like it. For the people who don't like it, I'm sorry. I understand. Whatever, find whatever motivation you need. For the people who rock with me, I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm going to keep pushing y'all. We're going to keep getting it. And I hope for the best for everybody. I got some shout out my young homies, man, down in Montgomery, man. Yeah. Prices with Jay, them boys doing their thing. Yeah. When I met them, they were past me, but them boys, hey, bro, what you got going? It's respect. It's always respect people. Yeah. Young, we got people from the city who doing big things. Young, bro, what you got going? What you think about this or that? It's a respect level, man. So I'm not gonna push nobody the wrong way. Like I said, I'm always gonna give my honest thoughts and opinions, no matter what. If I like it or love it or hate it, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. And that's what it is. Hey, tell the people where they can find your books at, man. I know we definitely got to get that out there.
www.Iammrmentor.com. So all my Amazon people, Prime users, it's on there. It's available. Young Queen, Young Queen, Young King, Young King. Also, if you find me on social, I have links on my social media, and I also have a small store where I sell Young King, Young King, Young Queen accessories. So I have sweatshirts like so.
Yeah.
Got some book bags for the little girls, some baby clothes for the people who want baby clothes. If you're feeling you're feeling the front cover, you might just want a T-shirt. You might want a T-shirt for your kids. You might want a long sleeve. I even got the sweats and the hoodies. Check me out, man. I'm on Instagram, www.iammrmentor.co. If you purchase the book, the website is on the back of the book. iammrmentor.co, not .com.
Yeah, definitely make sure y'all get that. Tell a friend, tell your mama, auntie, cousins, sisters, brothers, man. Make sure y'all get that. It's not just for kids too, like you said. It's for adults.
Yes, sir.
And I read it. I remember he sent me the rough draft when he was working. I was like, man, this is an amazing book.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure it definitely helps you and empower you for life. So make sure y'all go cop that and make sure y'all go grab that.
Yes, sir.
So before we got here, you got to tell people what's your next phase, what you got going on, what's coming up, what can they expect from
you. Next things, man. I am a planner, but I feel too kind of. I let God engineer, orchestrate, and do his thing. But I'm dibbling dabbling as we stated in the real estate. I'm speaking in existence. Hopefully, the multifamily units in the future. Hopefully, investments opportunities for everyone. Also, just looking in the government contract. My dad was big into that, man. Okay. So, with him passing that. My daddy was who I am for y'all. That was who was for me. My daddy was that person for me. So he gonna call me. Like, shit, got ideas out the blue. Hey, you ought to do this. How you need to look at that. How you need it. So you know what I'm saying. He really imputed some good knowledge on me the last 4 or 5 years as far as contracting. So I'm trying to start doing business with the government, dibbling, dabbling. Hopefully I can get in this tech game too, man. We have to continue to evolve as a people. Yeah. So, I was a football player in school, did the liberal arts stuff, you know what I'm saying? Did the history, thought I was going to do PE or something like that. And that's come from my own economic ignorance and ignorance of the world and what's going on. So, it's revamp time. I'm 31 years old. I'll be 32 years old this year. Okay. I had thought about getting in construction. My body is totally beat up, totally fried just from football my whole life. So the next best thing, it would be great for me to learn a trade, but I want to start backdooring my way into tech because I know that's the wave of the future. I know it's a deficit of us. They definitely need more of us in there. Yeah. And I want people to be able to come behind me and say, all right, he did it. I definitely can probably do it. And that way maybe we can change the game for this next generation. Change this economic scene for us too.
That's what it is, man. Hey, tell the people where they can find you again.
Hey man, I'm worldwide sales. We I don't know when you're gonna drop this and where I'm gonna be at by that time, man. But my home base is Birmingham, Alabama right now. I'm based in Birmingham, Alabama for the most part. Yeah. If anybody needs me though, to come out do appearances, talk with the kids, talk with any groups, I'm available. I'm always on the road. Yeah. I work on the road. I've had a colorful life working on the road this past 4 or 5 years. I even got a chance to work in Canada during COVID. I was considered an essential worker, so I was able to lead the United States, work in Canada this year for 4 months. So it's I'm all over the place, man.
You really be all over the place. You call him like, where you at, bro? Man, I'm in Egypt.
Wherever. Wherever. So it's coming. I'm out here, man. Birmingham, Alabama, but find me on social media. Reach out. I'm not one of those people who take forever to follow up. You guys reach out to me. You'll have a chance. You'll hear back from me.
Follow him on Facebook, Justin Sims, right?
Yes, sir. Justin Sims. I am Mr. Mentor. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Justin Sims, 1M. IamMrMentor.co is my website. Tap in.
Yes. Hey, thank y'all guys for tuning in, man. I appreciate you coming and just rocking out me.
Yes, sir. Man. Congratulations, man. Yes, Uber proud of you. Uber proud of you, brother.
Hey, man. I appreciate that, man. Make sure y'all like this video, comment, subscribe, man, and follow me on Instagram, Next Phase, and YouTube, Next Phase Podcast.
Check them out.
Hey, until the next time, we out. Peace.
I'm going up on my prices, being persistent is key. I know some of you won't like this, but this here is for me. I'm doubling up on my reps, which makes you different from D. I let you in on my life, the realest shit you can see. Do not give up on your passion, well that's just coming from me. I guess y'all tables have turned, my tables ran out of seats. Change your direction in life and go see what you could be. Ain't letting up on you niggas until they crowning me king. It's gonna be all money in until the day that I leave. A couple hoes.